welcome. I did not have an intro, but I have to apologize because there's probably going to be noise in the background because there's construction going on the house that I live in. So, sucks, but I can't do anything about it. So yeah, we have a cute little Speedbuild build here. We are back in our abandoned zoo map, which is still something that I really love. It's just something that I have to be in a specific mood for to do it. Even though it's a lot of fun, I can't always do the abandoned stuff, but whenever I go back into it, I'm like, oh yeah, I've been missing this. So it's been a lot of fun to do. It turned out very small. I did think that this was going to be a bigger thing than it turned out being, but I'm okay with that. And we are doing is building an obviously abandoned playground in this zoo, and this was suggested by someone in the comments. It was probably like half a year ago at this point, so I couldn't find it anymore, but loved the idea. I thought it was gonna be so creepy because something about child things makes everything more creepy. Like if it belonged to a child, it's probably cursed, you know? So like I like horror films like that. So it also has this like thing of like these used to be such happy places because they were for children, and now, you know, they're rotting away. It's so ugh. You know, like, well, in a good way. There's also a theme park in Japan, but there's a bunch of abandoned theme parks, and they're all so creepy. But I'm a particular fan, if you can call that, of one in Japan that I really want to see in real life at one day, you know, but I don't think you can. And it's like it's so creepy because the rides and everything, they're all, you know, you can see the paint chip off and stuff, and it used to be all colorful and fun, and now it's like just distorted faces of the caterpillar ride and stuff like that. So that's so ooh. And so I kind of thought this is gonna have this this vibe to it. I don't think it really does. I don't think it's as creepy as I thought it was gonna be, but it does have its fair share of creep, but it's more like, you know, like an abandoned playground, which fits this zoo a lot, so I'm not mad about it. But I did think it was going to be kind of different. I did put good use, I think, to this new, or relatively new path that we gotten with a free update when the tropical pack came out. This is this like weird stone pattern with grass and moss coming through, and layering that with small plants looks really cool, because then it makes the moss actually like stick out a little bit there, which is what I'm doing there, and it's what I've been doing throughout this entire pack. But I realized that this path also really works for this, and it kind of nicely flows over into the sand, which surprised me kind of. So I knew I wanted half sand because this is a playground, and there is a sand box. Is that what it's called? I don't know, the thing that kids can play with sand in, you know. But it's first of all overflowing, and second of all everything's sand, so it doesn't make a lot of sense, but you know. But it's part of a playground, so we had to do it. And funny enough, this is what I wanted to mention. When I was looking at inspiration pictures for this, I was googling like old playground or creepy playground and stuff like that, and I found this site, and it had like a bunch of like black and white pictures of old playgrounds that looked very unsafe, and the title of the article was like 10 pieces of playground equipment that nearly killed your grandparents, and I thought that was a hilarious title. Kind of, you know, morbid, but still fun title. So that was kind of an inspiration for this. I didn't do really much from that, to be honest. I could have done more, but for some reason this like very small area, I didn't want it to feel overcrowded, so I just kind of left it at very minimal basic things, and I also don't think that this playground necessarily is one of the things that when you guys are eventually renovating this, or I'm renovating it, then I don't think that's just going to be one of the areas that there's much renovation to. I think this is one of the things that would get bulldozed, unfortunately, because, you know, you can't make a playground safe again, really. You have to rebuild it if you want to keep it. So like realistically, obviously you can do that, you can restore the playground if you feel like it, but yeah, so I don't know, I don't think it matters too much. And I also didn't think it was going to be this small and this quick of a build, but I don't mind because I'm a bit stressed at the moment. I mentioned the construction site going on outside, and it's actually it actually kind of sucks because my previous landlord, who I really liked, sold the building that I live in, and now it's this company that like updoes buildings, and so I will have to eventually move. So I'm really stressed about that at the moment, and also I have super low rent living here, and I don't find anything remotely close to my rent, which is okay, but that still stresses me out a lot. So yeah, I will be moving. I have all this extra stress on me now, and I'm already been in this place of like I'm nearly can't handle the stress anymore, and now there's like so much more stress added to it. But yeah, I don't know, that's life, you know. But so if I seem kind of out of it, that's probably why. And I don't know, that's been why, because I obviously knew that they were buying it, and I saw it kind of coming, but now I'm still not like out of the building, like I have to move now, but I know that will come now, like that's been confirmed to me now. So yeah, I don't know, that sucks. But it's not like I really love my apartment, so it's not too bad. It's a good apartment, and it's very good rent, but I wanted different things now. But I kind of hoped that I could wait until I was done studying and then get something that I would eventually want to live in for longer than just, you know, and be able to spend more money on it and get something that I really liked. So I was like, just stay with a cheap apartment for as long as you can and save up money. But now I have to move in a super inconvenient time as well, because in Germany in October, everyone starts the semester in uni, so a lot of people will be moving in that exact month, and I don't want to move in the winter, and I don't know, and I also don't know when I'll have to move, which is really stressful. I don't know why they just don't tell me that, which is just shows that they suck, you know. But yeah, that's been going on with me, and I hate it. But yeah, I don't know. So that's you know, how depressing to have this like broken playground and childhood, and then say like, oh, here's all these depressing adult things going on. Like, oh, that was awful. But yeah, we're doing this like I don't even know. Is it like a seesaw? Yeah, maybe. And it looks so uncomfortable, which I'm aware of, but you know what? Back in the day, things were uncomfortable. And yeah, I don't know. It was a lot of fun to create these like broken swings though. Like I really had fun with this one, like with the chains being broken off and stuff. But one thing I have to say, why can't we recolor these chains? Like the small chain pieces, they were added so late to the game when everything was always recolorable, and they are not recolorable. They would be such an important piece if they were just recolorable. Like they are bright silver. It doesn't work, you know? So but yeah, I still use them. Sorry if you could hear me scratch my nose. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have much to say, and obviously I'm not in the super best of moods today, so I'll just leave you with, I think almost a minute of music. I hope you can deal with that. And then we obviously see each other again for the real-time part, so until then, keep watching, keep listening to some music, and I hope that you stick around for that long to see the real-time part. Okay. Oh, this still looks so creepy! Okay, I don't know. It's also looking very peaceful, I guess, but creepy and peaceful at the same time. Let's go right into the explore mode here, and start us off from this little angle here. In the back you see a broken building that we built, I think, in the second episode of this series. And here we have this like very overgrown kind of the sand spilled over and stuff. But you can still kind of see that this used to be like a path, and we have some benches around. I figured, because the parents are probably watching their kids play, or both used to. I hope no kids are playing on this. Be kind of unsafe. And then I did do these like more early morning hours sort of lighting. I really love it. That's the most beautiful with the shadows and stuff. And I don't know, through the trees and everything. It's so pretty. But yeah, so we have this broken swing here, and this one is kind of uneven. And that was the stones. We have this little seesaw kind of thing. Again, very uncomfortable probably to sit on, but yeah. Kids were tough. More overgrown stuff, more benches, more disarray. This used to be this like little sandbox thing. And then we have another swing here, and I'm not sure if this was in the Speedbuild, but I also did like one that's broken and on the floor here. Yeah, so this was supposed to be one of those spinny things. It was very hard to build. I kind of couldn't think of good pieces to do this with, which is why I was kind of like put it in the bag. Like I thought it would have a more prominent place on this, but those things are very dangerous. And then those were in a lot of pictures as well. They are just like kind of boxes that kids could climb on, to my understanding. And I found a lot of pictures of these, so I wanted to include this. So this is kind of for balancing, and maybe, when the sand wasn't that high, I could like crawl through it and like balance some. There's some buckets that are left here. But yeah, overall, I think, okay, this is not a big thing, but I do think it's kind of beautiful. And also, like, one thing, like, I love the lighting in this game, so let me just like nerd about this for a second here. If we put it like this, like the early hours of the evening with the golden hour and everything, doesn't this look like back when you were like 6 years old, and or not 6, but maybe like 10, and you could go to places on your own, kind of, and just like everything outside was kind of magical, and it's the summer holidays, and you can stay up late and play outside, and the sun is so beautiful and all that. Like, look at this. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just nostalgic today, but yeah. So that is such a beautiful picture to end on. I might use this as the thumbnail as well or something. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this one, even though it was kind of small. And thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you around another time. Bye!